Simian Mobile Disco, Ethiopia, Gondar, and Addis Ababa. Allies may leave, but neighbors always stay. There's a story of a great nation in Middle Africa, which built a kingdom and then chose to fight neighbors on the side of invaders. It is a story of a worn-out welcome, for foes may leave, but neighbors always stay. Historians believe that based on genetic evidence, that Beta Israel first went to Yemen 2,000 years ago as traders and later crossed the Red Sea to Ethiopia. Over time, they settled in the green Simi Mountains of Amhara. In a way, they returned back to Eden, the savannas that Eve and Adam, the earliest humans, roamed. By 1400s, they were 1 million strong, living among Christians who believed themselves to be descendants of King Solomon and Sheba the Queen. Together, Christians and Jews prospered and sometimes fought as neighbors often do. Most Jewish lands were by this time conquered, and Jews were given a choice to convert or lose their lands. Some converted, becoming Falash Mora. Others did not, becoming Falasha or foreigner. In part because in the 1400s, the remaining Jewish kingdom sided with the invading Arab Muslims against the Christian Ethiopians. The Muslims were repelled, and from that day on, Jews became second-class citizens. Their ancient texts burned and synagogues plundered. Ensuing discrimination, hunger, and neglect shrunk the Jewish community to a fifth of what it once was. Life was not easy after that, but Jews as elsewhere kept their culture and religion. In the 1980s, things became especially drastic as Soviet economic system plunged the region into famine. It was at this point that Israel came to aid, airlifting thousands famine-stricken Jews from neighboring Sudan, where Jews had to walk across the desert for days on end. After end of Soviet rule, a few hundred left Gondar for Israel every month. However, in Addis Ababa, after a failed evacuation operation in the late 1980s, 80,000 Beta Israel Jews continue to live in shacks lining the cobblestone streets to this very day. Most Ethiopians know them as master weavers, potters, and blacksmiths, and yet they have no opportunity for education as discrimination and libel continue to plague relations. A scarce few get into universities and find work in the growing tech field, but most subsist on the meager wages they eke out as cab drivers, smiths, potters, and weavers. Without cemetery plots or official places of worship, they continue to meet in secret synagogues where the elders sleep on Shabbat. They make round challah as they always have. Isolated from others of similar faiths, Christian missionaries attempted to convert them, but promises, crosses, and tattoos can't erase that which is deep in their DNA.